All right. It was a bit of a hassle to get this started, but now we have the configuration done. Okay, so let me increase the sound here a bit. Um, and welcome to Wildstar. Finally, we were able to talk about it. NDA was lifted, and I wanted to show you the game a bit. And before we get started, I'm here in the character creation screen, where I'll guide you through real quick before we dive into the game. So first, we can see that we have two races. We have the Dominion and the Exile. Right now we have the Exile, and we can switch over to the Dominion. Um, those are the two factions. The Exile basically looking for a new home, found the planet Nexus, and try to settle there. And the Dominions trying to get rid of that, or like to integrate them into the overall um, Dominion system. But the Exile, resist that, and that's why they fight against each other. Um, on the Exile, we have the Exile humans, male and female. We have the Aurine, which are nature-bound, similar to the Night Elves in World of Warcraft. Then we have the Granok, um, big, strong stone giants kind of things. And we have the Mordesh. Those are the four races for the Exile, and on the Dominion side we have the Cassian, which are also like the human race. We have the Drakan, um, slightly ugly looking. Then we have my favorites, the Chuas, little little guys that are very nice to play. And we have the Mechari on the Dominion side. As usual in other MMORPGs, every race is limited, or specific classes are limited to specific races, so you can't play every class with every race. And on top of that, you have also paths. So depending on what playstyle you like, a soldier, settler, scientist, or explorer, you can get more of this particular content while you're playing. So if you like farm and grind and kill mobs, you're probably good with the soldier path, where you have assault missions where you have to kill some more mobs and stuff like that. As a settler, you're helping your faction to rebuild things. You can build little machines that buff groups or other players, which is helpful. As a scientist, you try to analyze all the stuff that's around you, and you have also like some beneficials from that. And as an explorer, you just explore every inch of a map. Um, and it's like kind of supporting your personal playstyle for the content that you like to play. Alright, so for this demo we are going to play a Chua, and as usual you can customize them. Let's randomize a bit here. Alright, let's go with this one. It's kinda good. And I mean, it's usual, you can like customize everything, hairstyle and everything in detail, but I just want to have it quick. And we call him MacGyver because we are going to play an engineer, because Chua's the nature is to build things So I think the best and suitable role or class is the engineer. And as a path, we're probably going with a settler that works together quite well. Alright, with that we're done with the character creation. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to shoot me some questions in the chat, and I will be happy to answer those while I'm playing. Alright. Name is not available. And just add a random number to it. Alright, and now we're getting ready for the game. The engineer can be a DPS class and a tank, but now I will leave you with the intro.
I have evidence that exiles may have infiltrated our cryosystems, planting their traitorous agents among loyal Dominion citizens.
Yes,
I require such a
scans
citizen
detect what
to
we
aid
believe to
me
be
in my
several
work.
functioning
You
cryopods.
will find
No
them
mechanical
for me.
anomalies. Which one would...
That one, right there. Yes, I have an instinctive feeling about that one. And the Makari's instincts are mathematically flawless, and none more than my own.
As you say, ma'am. Reading all vitals at optimal. Shall I begin the reanimation procedure?
Yes, begin as soon as the fail-safes are in place.
All right, we're ready to proceed. This one is definitely the best of the lot, ma'am. Peak physical condition, no sign of tampering with any of the equipment.
Exactly what I require. Yes, I detect potential in this one.
So, and we just got revived, and now we're in the game, and we are about to start our quest. First quest. The starting areas, or like the intro videos, are quite similar on both sides, but the storyline is different.
And where you've been, what you delays would be most unfavorable, nervous, especially from you.
So this is a little mini game at the beginning. Doesn't really matter what you say here. It's just a little fun game. One thing to notice here, versus other MMORPGs, is, or at least compared to World of Warcraft, you have a double jump, so you can jump higher. That also works while you're on mounts, like on a hoverboard, which I can show later. And yeah, your basic movement is the same controls. Another difference is that if you hit the S key twice, for example, you do roll. Same is with W, and with strafe, when you press Q or E twice, you do like a dash to the side. Now it's not ready. It has cooldown, so you can't do it all the time. But those movements you can also do control and then one of those keys. It's very important during fighting, because fighting here in Wildstar requires way more movement than it does in other games. Alright. If you want to know where to go in a quest, you can click on the quest here in the bottom right, and it will show you where you have to go. Word on the interface: the Wildstar devs just released a preview of a new reworked interface, which looks way better than what we have right now. So this is all still like beta, and the interface will look different in the final game. If you hold down the shift key, you can run, and then you see like this indication here, which is the energy you have for running. Alright, so now we're asked to, interrogate with those users, with those people here, which we do real quick.
Teach our enemies a lesson they will not soon forget.
Alright, this is done. Come on, let us go. You're not going anywhere. Okay, quickly scan, blah blah blah, and continue. Yes, we do that. So now we scan the citizens.
They were fools to oppose the Empire.
Accept reasons detected. Escort them to the lab. Alright. I am supposed to speak to someone. And let's go there. So we have the Emperor. By the way, if the graphic is on low settings at the moment for me, and it's still lagging a bit, the game, that's why it is not optimized yet. As I said, it's still beta, but with the next patch we are expecting some huge improvements, and maybe already some optimization. Alright, now we're taking the train shuttle over to the next
Greetings, loyal
area.
citizen. We have just completed a great journey across the stars, and planet Nexus now lies before us. The fulfillment of our ancient destiny is at hand. Although the Dominion is emerging from a time of darkness, I swear to you by the Elden blood in my veins that I will lead our empire into a new age of greatness on the sacred homeworld of our forefathers. Citizens like you will make this possible. Prepare yourself for the challenge to come.
Alright. Now we are in the next area. The guards of Vigilant. And have our next mission here. We'll just talk to Mondo's X. Mondo's X is here.
In charge? Mondo. Test subject? You. Proceed?
And he wants
now.
us to test some stuff. Usually, like, if you have to click on something, you see those little gears here with a pointer. And once you're near, you can, also press F in order, instead of like clicking on something. So they have a lot of key shortcuts here, which makes it easier. There's also, for example, V if you want to loot, and they have like a vacuum sort of Hoover system, so you don't have to click all the mobs one by one. You can just click V and it will like automatically loot everything that's around you.
Bread not finished with me. Science without violence.
Okay, now we speak to this guy here, and we get our weapons.
Maybe not. Be careful.
Probably. Yes. So, we are using a gun. here. And there we see already the freeform targeting. So you see this blue area in front of me and the charging. So this is basically the area where I make damage with this attack. You can see that always when you hover over it, over a spell or a skill, you can see where it's going to affect the area. Here in this room you actually see that as well, by those red areas here from the environmental hazards, and you have a lot of those in the game. But yeah, now let's kill some mobs. As you can see, you're able to see the attack area or radius from those guys here. I will show it again so they can, you know, make something. He hits me. Come on, do something.
Science achieved!
It didn't.
And now,
Anyway,
more
we will
science.
have more combat scenes and fighting scenes later on, and I'm happy to show that. Alright, but our little Shua is now still level 1, but we are making some progress. And he wants us to place the tissue back to the area here. We do that.
Science's search for answers. Did you get some? I hope so. For you.
Okay, now we're back to the Emperor, who is sitting over here. And yeah,
Tell me what you know.
I will switch
Here,
to my other
I
tour
expected
in a bit
nothing less from one such as you.
to show a bit higher level content. But let's play to level 2 here, so we can get some more skills. And first, like, you know, leave the starting base, which is this ship here, because we actually want to get down to the planet. Here you can see now that you have an incoming communication, and you can just press C, and you can, you know, get another quest. This is very helpful when you're like out and about while you're questing, and you don't have to go back all the time to return a quest and stuff like that. You can just, you know, keep playing and communicate with those NPCs remotely.
You've won great honor. He's going to be waiting for you.
So we got a bunch of quests which you can actually see here. When you press L, you see your quest log.
compassion will be your strength.
You can also see your paths, the missions that you have in your path. Challenges, which are also popping up sometimes, like when you're out killing some mobs. Those challenges will pop up, asking you to like collect certain things in a specific time and stuff like that, and achievements. What would be a game without achievements?
By the
Alright,
gods, listen up and listen well. This is important.
this is important. This is important.
All who keep the faith are welcome here, child. Your progress report? Mission
So
unlocked.
this is here my settler quest, and now whenever there's like a hammer or
Are you ready?
tool kind
There
icon,
is something you must
this is something I have to collect for my settler path, which are usually resources to build things. Right, so, and as I said, you don't have to click on it, you can just walk
You
by
seek the blessing of the church?
and
Time to
press
rest.
F.
There's more to do.
So, let me do that real quick. It's always good to look at things when you want to pick them up. You can now see that my path mission here actually has unlocked, and the progress.
I am but a servant of the church, pilgrim.
Shows me what I have to do. Alright, so I collected everything. And then we can go here. And we can build something.
Improvement complete.
Bam. So and now I have the mission completed and I can see the rewards. This time I did not get any reward, I think. Let me see. Pass. Well, I got a title. Oh no, that's
Stay
the next
true
one.
to the vigilant virtues, citizen.
So with one is nothing. Alright. Anyway, back to the quest. So we have those tomes here, and every tome stands for something specific. Every Halo. So we have judgment, we have purity, and so on. And they basically
the ancient destiny of our people will be fulfilled.
I think they will give us skills for buff some skills of us later on. I could also like keep continuing collecting those resources for the path, but in order of time, I won't do it at this
A
point.
victory that embodied the finest of the virtues.
So and now we pick a candle. Now we're listening to the hymn.
May the Elden bless you for your service, child.
And now I got blessed. So and now I have to select the virtue that you embody the most. And we take knowledge. Yes. Now the blessing. Woohoo. And you see, it increases my insight by 1. So it's basically a buff.
When I first saw Emperor Magnus, it was like a vision. One vision of Dominus reborn. Without it, you have nothing.
And all those quests here are the basic introduction and you know, showing how things work and so on and so forth. While you're getting familiar with the controls, got some easy quests and stuff like that.
What news have you?
And by the time you finally get down to the planet, you are prepared to really, you know, go into it and go fighting. Even though my settings are on low, I still love like the details they have and with how much love they designed the game. It's really great designed. I know that a lot of people don't really like the comic look, but I really enjoy playing it. So now we go here into the teleporter ring to go down to the next area of the ship, the Imperial Museum. Alright, and if I recall correctly, here are some cameras I have to deal with. And first of all,
I hope this is
person here.
worth my time.
Then we get our first armor and
You leveled up. Way to go, Cupcake.
we level up, which is very nice because they, for every 50 levels, they have their own lines recorded. So you hear a different line with each level. And as we just heard,
Rest
we still
assured,
have way to
I
go.
understand. Who knows what you'll find? It can be hopefully it's good ratings.
But that will happen faster than we actually think. Alright, so we have to collect 3 things. And where was it? It was not this one. It was up there. It's been a while since I played the Dominions. Right now I'm playing the the exile. So it can't really remember everything here. And they might have changed something during the beta. So bear with me while I try to figure stuff out. So, but that's, you know, you have this like cheat button. You can click to find out where stuff is. Okay, so now we find everything. Hooray, hooray. And we continue. You can also like pick up items for the lore. You have the zone lore and world lore. Now, and then when we do inspect the data cube here, which we do, and
the importance of our work requires that we have extraordinary security.
while you're like doing quests and stuff like that, you learn more and more about the lore and why we and what we're doing. Okay, so now return to Artemis.
I'm listening.
Here.
You'll be pleased to know I have more work. Off you go. Kisses. Let's hear it.
I'm in a bloody rage.
We have returned to the place of our origin.
For the Dominion.
A lot to do, a lot of work, possibly some light killing.
Okay, now we need the cameras. The cameras are here. Getting all the cameras in place for the broadcast. And we're done. She addresses the nation. Alright, we're done here.
You have my full attention. A hero's journey is in my sense greatness. Do not.
So, we're done here. Teleport back.
Mission unlocked.
So now we have another
On to the
path
next
mission.
step.
And you can see here again a bunch of resources and stuff like that. But I will skip that for now.
What is it?
New shield in my inventory, yes. Shields are for your health to protect you before your actual health goes down. And you can update those or upgrade those
Yes.
independently from other stuff.
This task will let you strike without mercy.
So and now we're entering the first simulator. I think with 4 simulators we have to go through before we can go down to the planet. And you have a lot of like instanced zones. Where you're just playing on your own. So now we see this guy here.
Unleash the engines of slaughter!
Now we learned another skill, which is electrocute. But it needs energy, so we have to first fight, get some energy, and then we can easily do a lot of damage. And I have to arm the fusion device.
On to greater glory.
So, and now we're off to the next training room. Which is, I think, yes, this one. Over here.
Rage of Ravik! If your weapons are ready, you are ready.
So what's cool about the engineer, he actually gets a robot later, or you can choose out of 3 robots to support him. Fight. Electrocuted. Okay, so we're done here as well.
What
seems very easy right now because you
to the fearless, only glory.
Early on, but this will change dramatically later in the game. Where you have like group quests where you need like to team up with others, and group play is actually very well rewarded here. So it's really fun. I can't stress that enough, and I really like playing it. And I can't wait to have more players that I know to play together with them. And I mean, I think the open beta will probably start somewhere, probably in May or something. They said something about like a month before the release, so when the release is set to June, 3rd of June, so maybe we see May something about the open beta. I really would, be happy to see it rather sooner than later, so I can, start playing with my friends and stuff like that. So now we're racing here some. As you have seen, like with the electrocute, I can actually move it around. Move it around, and you see that the bar is coming down. So it's a channeling spell. But the good thing though is here, like with most spells, you can move around rather than casting. Like he's casting, and I can run around. I can readjust. The only thing that stops is when I, would do the dash. But if you're a good player, you will move around and you won't get hit by anything. And those are, the really skilled players. I mean, you can't really avoid everything, but those special skills like they do it now, you will probably, try to avoid those, because those are the skills that do a lot of damage. So now we saw that he just took my thing away. So I'm going to this one here.
To the fearless, only glory.
So, and he has a stalker, which is sort of like a rogue. I'm doing a lot of damage. I have one as well on level 14. It's really fun to play Stalker as well. But I'm absolutely not sure yet which class I will go for first when the game is out. I will probably discuss that with some of my friends. What makes sense. To have a good group setup.
Kill them! Kill them all!
But I might go for the engineer, because the engineer, as I said, can be both tanky and a DPS class. So, and you know, from World of Warcraft, I really enjoyed tank. I might want to do that again here. I'm the one who's Alright, one more tree. And it's electrocuted. Alright, and now we have to return. I lost my orientation a bit. There's the exit. So, that was the training. And some fighting, and we saw how the telegraph system works. The freeform targeting. And for now, it looks easy that oh, I know the enemy is casting this and there's the area. But this gets really complex once you have like boss fights and dungeons and stuff like that, because they just don't have one telegraph. They have like multiples, and then they're adding up, and then they have like really move around. It's way more dynamic than any other MMORPG I played. So I'm skipping the path stuff right now because it's only optional, and since I want to show you more of the content, I will skip it for now. So now we have here a big dude that we have to kill. So let's do that. Yeah, those attacks should be avoided.
I am listening. Your name shall
Failed
be
greatly now. Okay, we kill them, and now we have to take another teleporter. Wrong direction. Yeah, so it gives me a warning that I still have, incomplete path missions, yada yada yada. I know, we're gonna skip that on purpose. Alright, and now we are close to get to the teleporter, I guess. It really has been a while since I played.
The gratitude of the gods.
I'm surprised as to how much you've managed to deduce. What is it? Very little. Do not make me regret enlisting your aid.
Yes, so now we're going to the terminal. And I'm skipping a bit of the story here because, you know, I don't want to take everything away from you guys. So, and now we have...
Tell me everything. Consider this your home.
Level up.
Now get out
Agents
there and
will
do
be
some
observing
damage.
you.
Now we got another blaster, a heavy gun. Now it's time to do some damage. So I think if it's the same here as it is for the Exile, you actually have different starting zones outside of this like starting ship. So as I said, you start as the same sort of ship with the Exile and Dominions, but then it like, you know, depends on like which terminal or which transport ship you take to the actual planet and where you start on the planet.
Wonderful time of the day.
So it says now travel to Nexus Crimson Isle, so we are starting on Crimson Isle, which is, I think, in Alizar. No, it's in Alyssa, here. There's Crimson Isle. We start there, and then we go to work from there. With the Exile, you actually start in Northern Wilds, or in the Everstar Grove, and then you make your way to Algarog, Celestian, and then Tide, and then Galeras, and then, you know, go this way. The areas are really, really huge. Can't even, you know, we haven't even like seen everything yet from the maps. So it's a huge area. And now we are entering our ship that sends us to the planet.
Landing craft BZ-3, you have been cleared for departure. You are reminded that any Elden technology on the surface of Nexus is the property of the Emperor. Allowing it to fall into exile hands is punishable by death. Do enjoy your flight.
Energy shield detected. Exile infestation of Crimson Isle is unacceptable! Send Mondo more minions. Exiles must be vaporized! Armando will never get energy shield for himself. Want report now!
So, and now we are on the planet.
Or maybe that's a bomb. Better check.
And yeah, with that I will probably leave it here.
Mondo here for you. Have a job for you. Time to severe burns and fiery explosions guaranteed.
And switch to my other engineer that I have, where I have, I think, some of those robots. If I have it here, I'm not sure. So yeah, then you have your funny little mines. You can disarm them, or you can walk over them. And you can actually use those mines with the mobs. I can kill him, and then I can... Whoops. That was not the plan. So now let's wait, and boom! So you can actually use environmental hazards to kill enemies if you're not being as stupid as I am, and actually pull them over the mine like this. And you still get the loot, isn't that great? But yeah, we have to disarm them to to complete the quest and stop running across them. But yeah, you have a lot of those like environmental stuff that you can use for either your advantage or for like special missions and stuff like that. So now we get another attack, a zap, which allows me to stun an enemy, which is great. And now we electrocute, and we're done. So we have still to kill some more of those scorpions here. Zap, executed. As you can see, the enemies here already, need some more damage to get killed. But as I said, like if you're clever, you actually take them to run over the mines. Which makes that whole thing a bit quicker to resolve.
Commando. Dread is unofficially grateful, but tell no one. Good. Now go!
So at the back. Alright, and we got some additional armor. Great. Find Megatron shield. Alright. I actually knew the distance. That wasn't there before. And you have to be careful. The mines are still here, and you might run into those. Now it just, warned me with those lights that I should probably not walk into those, but again, if I do this, I should get killed. Okay, anyway. They should not see me. They're spying.
Mission unlocked.
And now another path mission.
Yes. Turn machines into scrap.
And now I have to destroy the soldiers. So we have our French soldiers here, which we can free while like by jumping through them. So and there's some more. This here would be an assault mission for the soldier path. Read all. Let's get them. And the next one. I have to disable power generators. Done. So, and you can see, which is another great thing about Wildstar, which I love, is that the world really changes around you. So right now, as you can see, we have, you know, this satellite dish here. We have this like energy field that's protecting the area. We are now working on destroying that by disabling all the energy generators. And once we've done that, the area here will actually change based on my actions. And
for science.
Just let me check. Here's the next one. Over there. And you know, this is so like the better way of zoning. Like even, you know, though I would play here with someone who's not in this quest, I will always see it as it is for me, but I can still see the other player. So it's not like, you know, if we're like in different zones, we can't interact with each other. That's different here. You can always interact with, you know, your friends and other players who are maybe in a different zone or in a different quest. But the stuff that you did, like when you changed the world, it will actually stay that way. It's like not just for the minute, like after you know, turn in the quest, it will actually stay that way. So now that we can see that we destroyed the satellite dish. And the energy field disappears